Do you want to speak English fluently, naturally, and confidently, just like Native Americans or British speakers? Many learners dream about this goal, but they often feel stuck, asking themselves questions like, how long will it take? Do I need to travel abroad? How can I avoid mistakes? Today, we're going to explore all of this in a practical, step-by-step, and enjoyable way. By the end of this episode, you will not only know what to do to achieve fluency, but you will also have a clear roadmap to practice every day. Improve your speaking, listening, and thinking in English, and gain real confidence in using the language. First, let's discuss time and effort. Many learners think fluency requires years of studying grammar and vocabulary before speaking. This is a big misconception. Fluency comes from using the language actively, not memorizing rules. Some people study English for 5 years but rarely speak, and they still struggle to hold a simple conversation. Others practice for just 1 year, but they listen to English every day, speak with friends, watch movies, and write short notes, and they become fluent much faster. The key is consistency and daily exposure. Even 30 to 60 minutes of active practice every day is far more effective than studying 5 hours once a week. Fluency is built by habits, by immersion, by repeated use of real English, not by waiting for perfect grammar. Imagine a student named Sarah. Sarah studies English from her school books, learns rules about tenses, articles, and prepositions, but she rarely speaks. Her friend, Ahmed, listens to podcasts, watches series in English, chats online with other learners, and tries to use new phrases every day. After 6 months, Ahmed can hold a conversation with confidence, while Sarah can barely introduce herself. The lesson? Using English matters more than only studying grammar. Speaking, listening, and thinking in English every day is your fast track to fluency. Now let's talk about the second question. Do you need to travel abroad to become fluent? Many learners think living in the UK or the US is necessary. The truth is, traveling helps, but it is not required. You can surround yourself with English in your own country. Watching English movies, listening to podcasts, reading books, talking to friends online, and even thinking in English are enough to develop fluency. In fact, some people move abroad but stay within their native-speaking communities, rarely using English, and they fail to improve. On the other hand, a learner in their home country who immerses themselves in English every day can become fluent faster than someone abroad who doesn't use the language actively. Fluency comes from active practice and immersion, not just geography. So, how do you practice effectively to speak like a native speaker? First, listen every day. Your brain learns rhythm, stress, intonation, and pronunciation from listening. Watch TV shows, movies, YouTube videos, podcasts, or even TikTok in English. Listen actively. Notice how native speakers pronounce words, how they connect phrases, and how they use expressions naturally. Second, speak without fear. Don't wait for perfect grammar. Mistakes are natural. They are proof that you are practicing. Speak, record yourself, repeat sentences, and correct mistakes gradually. Third, learn chunks and phrases, not only individual words. Instead of memorizing good, learn pretty good, not bad, super good, or really nice. Native speakers use these expressions naturally, and they make your English sound authentic. Fourth, shadowing. Listen to a sentence, then immediately repeat it aloud, copying the rhythm, pronunciation, and stress. This trains your mouth, ears, and brain simultaneously, and it accelerates fluency. Here's a funny story. One student always said, "I am very fine, thank you." Every time someone asked, "How are you?" I said, "Listen, Americans rarely say that. They usually say, 'I'm good,' 'I'm great,' or 'not bad.'" He was shocked and laughed, saying, "But my teacher said this is correct." The point is, fluency is not about grammar perfection. It's about using natural expressions in the right context. Small adjustments like this make you sound native-like almost immediately. Another powerful tip is thinking in English. Avoid translating from your native language. If you translate every word, your speech will be slow, hesitant, and robotic. Start with thinking simple thoughts in English. I'm hungry. It's cold today. I want to study. I enjoy this song. As your brain adapts, sentences will come naturally. Combine this with speaking aloud, even if you were alone, describing your day, your surroundings, or what you feel. This builds automaticity and fluency over time. Let's discuss common mistakes to avoid. First, don't obsess over grammar. Stop correcting yourself constantly in conversation. It kills flow. Grammar improves with practice. Second, don't rely only on vocabulary lists. Words alone are not enough. You need phrases and collocations. For instance, learn make a decision, take a break, do homework, have fun. Fourth, don't compare yourself to others. Everyone learns at a different pace. Focus on your progress, not theirs. Fourth, don't fear speaking. Mistakes are natural, even for native speakers. The important thing is to communicate and correct gradually. Here's another example. One learner said, "I am knowing the answer." I laughed and explained, "We don't say that in English. We say, 'I know the answer.'" We laughed, repeated it, and moved on. The small mistakes disappear naturally when you speak frequently. Native speakers make similar errors. Fluency isn't perfection. It's communication, confidence, and clarity. How do you measure real progress? Ask yourself, can I express my thoughts more easily today than last month? Can I understand movies, podcasts, or conversations better? Can I participate longer in conversations without hesitation? These are signs of real improvement. Fluency is gradual. It doesn't appear overnight. It's a series of small steps accumulating over time. To summarize, you don't need to travel abroad to become fluent. You don't need perfect grammar to speak. What you need is consistent daily practice, listening actively, speaking bravely, learning natural phrases, thinking in English, and avoiding perfection traps. Fluency is a journey, not a destination. It may take months, it may take years, but every day you practice, every conversation you have, every new phrase you learn brings you closer. One day, you will speak English confidently, smoothly, and naturally, like the native speakers you admire. So keep going. Practice every day. Speak aloud, listen actively, enjoy learning, make mistakes, laugh at them, and correct gradually. Every word, every sentence, every conversation is a step forward. One day, you will look back and realize, I have come a long way. I have practiced every day, and now I speak English fluently and naturally. That moment will be your victory, your confidence, and your proof that persistence works.